lovelies, Larissa J here, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to have you joining me today. Today, we're going to get right into the video. I want to talk about how to know if he's the one. So if you're in a relationship, you're getting to know somebody, and you want to know if that person has a potential to be the one, then stay tuned because this video is for you. Today, I want to give you 5 ways that you can tell if someone is the one. I'm married, so I'm definitely going to share my experiences, but these are also things that I've noticed in other people's relationships as well. They all tend to have a common theme. The first thing that I want to share today is, well, first, this is as a believer. I'm speaking to you as a Christian woman, and so all of my tips and everything is going to be centered around biblical principles. So the first thing, obviously, is then you want to make sure that you stay connected to God. Make sure that you put Him first, you seek Him first in that relationship. Or even if you're talking to someone, you want to make sure that you're acknowledging God in that talking relationship. Either way, He needs to be first. You need to ask God about this person, pray about it. And I would say the very first tip is follow peace. Okay, you have to follow peace. I've experienced both. I've experienced lack of peace in certain relationships. I've experienced peace with my husband when we were getting to know each other. So I know the difference between the two. I experienced a lot of a lack of peace in various different relationships, or not even relationships, really just various different situations where I was talking to a person and there was just a lack of peace. There was more so like anxiety. I remember feeling anxiety, feeling anxious, uncomfortable in certain situations where I was getting to know someone. That could have been like, you know, if someone invited me to go on a date or to hang out with them, there were times where I felt anxious and I was like, ugh. And I remember like being like, you know what, I'm sorry, I just really need to cancel that. But you have to follow peace because that's very, very, very important. So that's the first thing. Follow your peace. If you see red flags, you feeling uncomfortable or anxious or just like not good, then don't pursue that relationship. You only want to have just a calm peace in your heart, especially when you're considering someone as far as like, are they the one? You have to have a peace about that thing. This is a big deal. Like marriage is a big deal, right? That's a lifetime commitment. So follow peace is number 1. Number 2, there needs to be a progression. There should be some sort of progress. It shouldn't be a stagnant thing. So let's say, you know, you meet the person and you are, you know, talking to the phone, you're getting to know each other. There should be a progression of the relationship, which means you might, you know, be talking to the phone, you go out on some dates, and it's not like we're stuck in the friend zone. Like the man should be initiating progress. Again, I've been on both ends of that. I remember situations where the dude wasn't doing nothing. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? And I felt the need to step in and be like, so like, what are we doing? What are you calling this? Like, we're talking all the time. Like, what is going on in your head? If you have to do that, then it's just not it. That's not what you're looking for in this moment. So there should be a progression. And the man should be the one progressing that. And I get it. Like, trust me, I understand. I've been in some situations where it's like, let me help you out. Like, are we talking? Are we friends? Do you see marriage at the end of this? Like, what are we doing? Again, in all of the situations where I felt like I had to take the lead and initiate and ask questions, that wasn't it. And that wasn't it for me. Funny thing is, you'll notice, and I see this in movies too, it'll be a guy who's not making any moves with you. It's just kind of like y'all just kicking it, just floating in like, I don't know what we're doing mode. And then the moment the right person for him comes along, oh, he's moving. And I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but I remember a situation where like it wasn't going nowhere to where I was like, okay, we're done. Like I quit. I resigned from whatever this is. And not long after that, he ended up, you know, meeting someone, and that thing moved so quick. They were in a relationship, engaged, married, and it's like, are you kidding me? Because that wasn't for me. So there should be a progression. Now with my husband, there was a very beautiful progression. It was great. So we had met on Twitter. We were sending the little DMs, and then it progressed on to talking on the phone, and it progressed on to meeting in person. And it didn't take long either. to meeting in person. And that was a very short process. Like we were doing the DM thing in like February of that year. And then he flew out to meet me because we were long distance. He flew out to meet me in May of that same year. So like it didn't take long, but we had peace. And that's why that peace is important. And putting God first and being prayerful is important. But there was a progression there, and it just continued to progress. That turned into courtship, that turned into engagement, that turned into marriage, right? So there should be a progression, and that's how you know if he's the one. He's trying to progress you all, trying to move you forward into something greater, with the end goal being marriage. Number 3, things should get better. There should be an improvement, right? Things shouldn't be getting worse. They should be getting better. Now, I'm not going to say that everything is roses and daisies all the time. Like life happens, there's life, right? Nothing's perfect. But there should be an improvement, which means that things get better with this person in your life. Your relationship gets better, as opposed to getting worse. Again, I've been in both ends. I've been in a situation where things just got worse. The more time we spent together, it just got worse. We was arguing. Like it was a mess. It was a mess. And it just progressively got worse. He progressively got more irritating. Like it was a mess. Again, with my husband, completely different. It progressively improved, as time continued to go on for us and our relationship. We got closer. Our communication with one another continued to improve and to thrive. We grew closer together. We became best friends. You know what I mean? Like it was a really great improvement, not only in my personal life, but also just in our relationship. It was constantly improving and constantly growing and getting better. So that's important. All right, number 4, how to know if this person is the one. There should be some development. This kind of plays into what I've mentioned in one of the previous ways that you would know, but there should be development, again, coming from him. The man, if this man wants you, because to be the one, he's got to want you too, right? If this man wants you, then he's going to look for development in the relationship. He's going to initiate that. He's just going to lay it on the line and let you know what he's looking for. I remember with my husband, like he was the one who told me, like I knew what I wanted, I knew I wanted marriage, but he was the one who told me like, I don't want to scare you off or anything, but my end goal here is marriage. Like I would like to get engaged and get married if all of this works out, and I was like, me too. Yes. So there was that, but also development in both of you. You should see growth in yourself. This person should be making you a better person and contributing something positive to your life, just like you should be making them a better person and contributing something positive to their life. The amazing thing about relationships and dating and engagement and even marriage is that you get the opportunity to impact someone else's life. You get the opportunity to make a difference and influence them. Ladies, our influence is so strong. So, but the man is an influencer as well. He will influence you, and that's why it's important to make sure it's the right person. So you both should be influencing one another in a positive way, making one another better. So there should be development in the relationship with his initiation, and there should be development in you as a person. So if you're getting worse, run, girl. Just run. You should not be getting worse. The last thing is that, so number 5, it should be mutual. Again, trust me, I have experience. I've been in situations where it was not mutual. It was just me. Like I was the one like wanting it to progress, and I was the one wanting it to develop, and I was the one like wanting this person to be my best friend, and I was the one like asking the questions like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Why are we talking so frequently? Do you have an end goal? Do you want to get married? When do you want to get married? Like I was the one wanting those things, and it wasn't mutual, and you just ain't gonna go nowhere like that. Like you both have to want the same things. So just like how I mentioned with my husband, he let me know like I'm looking for engagement and marriage after this. Like I'm not trying to play games with you. I wanted the same thing, and that's what I told him. I was like, that's great. Like that's what I want. I'm looking for engagement and marriage after this as well. It was mutual. So in that relationship, we both were wanting the same thing, we both were looking for the same thing, we both were working towards the same thing. It was a mutual thing, and it's much easier that way. I can't tell you how many times I have, myself personally, as well as I have seen situations where, you know, the woman is the one investing everything for this dude who's just doing whatever he wants to do, just playing, taking it easy, kicking it, using you, whatever the case is, and the woman is the one investing, 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 and it's just like, come on, mama, don't do that. Do not do that. You need someone who's going to be in it to win it with you. It's got to be a mutual teamwork situation. If it's not, he's not the one. You need to let it go. It will be mutual if this is the one. So as a recap, 5 things: there should be a peace, there should be progression, there should be improvement, there should be development, and it should be mutual. Those are 5 things that'll kind of help you let you know whether or not this person is the one. Those are 5 things that I acknowledged and that I noticed with my husband. I had peace. We were making progress. We were developing. We were improving. My life was improving. His life was improving. Things were on the up and up. It was great. And then, of course, it was mutual. And so hopefully you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, comment below. Let me know. Like, I'm making these videos and I'm talking to y'all, but like, I want to know, like, I can't be the only one who's been in those situations, right? And also let me know if there's any topics that you want me to cover, anything that you want to see in future videos. I am totally open to suggestions, so let me know. Drop it down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.